The new rugby season starting. We are here in Angouleme to interview Jonny May, who placed one of the dark horses in this competition, Soyaux Angouleme. Was it a good group of people, tight-knit?
Yeah, no, really tight, real good balance of, like I said, the demographic of player in this league seems to be a really good group of talented young players, and then a group of older players who still have a bit about them that can bring the experience and the leadership.
How do you guys get like cohesion to get to know each other? Any fun events?
No, well we
repeat on this.
Well, when we win a home game, the president's in the change room, throws his card up in the air, and we go down to his restaurant, his bar.
Everything on the house.
Yeah, and then any team gets close. You're with each other day in, day out. Obviously, we had a stage, a training camp last week. The coach makes efforts to have us do team challenges and bits and bobs like that. But no, I'll have the boys round here every now and again and have dinners and barbecues and just sometimes when Soph's away, all the boys come for mine for dinner, and they're very, very hospitable and just very, very friendly.
Oh, cool. So with Angouleme, season goes on. You're doing really well. Mm-hmm. You were fourth. Third, fifth, dropped down a little bit, came back in. Yeah. When you got to the money point of the season, money time, into the playoffs, what was it like around the club? Because the club had never qualified before for the playoffs. The club had come from something that was very small to something big.
The whole season was just exciting. We made a target of top 6. I didn't know how realistic that was, not knowing much about it, but there was momentum behind us. It felt like all season, the tight games we would win. You find with some teams they'll have an off week. Like, do you know what I mean? You'll go away and get pumped. Yeah. But like we seem to have the ingredients within our team where we show up every week. And yeah, there was never a worry about not making it. It was just all very, very exciting to be up there and for it to be first time for us to be doing so well. Not just the club, but the whole ville, the whole town was just very excited.
You saw some of the emotion in the stands and people around the club when you qualified. I can't remember who you beat to qualify.
Might have been Dax.
Yeah, you beat them at home, and then the emotion of the people in the stands was pretty interesting. I mean, the president himself, he's obviously hugely invested in it. Mm-hmm. Was he? He must have been. Oh,
he's
must have been a special moment for him.
Tearful, just so extremely proud, happy. He's so heavily invested emotionally, and he's a great guy.
Is he from here as well?
Yeah, he is. He has his business here, but he's got an interesting story, and he's come from not much and become very successful in his own right. So he's a inspiring character.
So try and get across to people back in England how much the club means to the people in the town. Mm-hmm. A Gloucester maybe, and Leicester. You played at 2 clubs where the club's actually part of the town.
It's funny how when I started in the academy and as a young player in the Premiership, it seemed like there was so many partnerships and sponsorships and deals available. Everybody was wearing the new boots and getting cheap cars and getting free sunglasses, just for example, things like that. And as time went on, it sort of went down in a sense. Opportunities commercially and partnerships and sponsorships became very, very tricky to come by. Whereas over in France, you walk through the stadium and there's a list of partners. You'd be reading it for an hour. I wouldn't be surprised if every single business or company within Angouleme is associated with the club in some way, shape or form. Just that's something that is different, and obviously a reason as to why club rugby is doing so well over here is because there's that desire from companies and businesses to invest and be a part of the club.
Okay, so moving on to this forthcoming season, last year of your contract. 2 things. Are you thinking about carrying on in France after that, if they want that?
My focus is very much on the rugby and just giving everything I've got to this last season. And beyond that's unclear. I've throughout my career done a bit of study. I've got a degree. I'm working towards a master's.
What the degree you studied in?
Is in business, and my master's is in leadership.
Do you want to get into that kind of
executive
coaching side of things? If you guys,
I know I certainly wouldn't want to be a coach at a competitive level. I know that for sure.
No, but executive coaching. So you go into a company and
so I don't. I don't know what I want to do, but I wanted to make sure that throughout my career I was proactive to give myself options when inevitably rugby does finish.
You did the degree during your free time?
Yeah.
Over like a 4 year
period of time,
5 year period?
Yeah.
That's not many guys do that anymore, do they?
Some do, some don't.
A handful.
Yeah, there's a handful.
A fraction of rugby players actually do that. And that was just so you got a degree in hand and you understand.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I could be proactive in its credibility, and it would give you options, because rugby careers, I'm very, very lucky. I'm 35 and I'm still healthy and playing, but you can finish at 28. Your career can not go how you want it to go. I think it's important to think realistically, and not be naive, because rugby isn't songs and dances all the time. It is. It can be dark. It can be tough. It can be unfair. It can be cruel. But it can be great and fantastic as well. But no, we can talk about the chômage, which is over here, which is another benefit.
You've mentioned chômage. So back in England, when you finish certain jobs, acting, theatre, and also sport, you get an option to go on chômage. So they'll pay you for 2 years a percentage of your salary, which has changed massively, unfortunately, for you and I.
Yeah.
Since 10 years ago, you could get, let's say, a lot of money every month. Now they'll give you, I don't know.
I think it's 18 months. To my understanding, it's 18 months now. 6 at 80% and 12 at 60.
Okay. Again, but you get a couple of years paid for in which to support your transition into your new career. It's something you just don't get in the UK.
Yeah, so for players thinking of finishing up, there isn't a better country in the world to do that, because that's just an opportunity that is golden to be in the position that so many people are, uncertain, might have bits and bobs going on, but just have that little bit of relief and time, security net and time, just to have a breath and think, wow, like, I've played rugby a long time. I need a break. I need to switch off. I need to think. I need time. I need a bit of time to work things out. And
that's what you're going to do. So when that moment comes, you're going to work out, take your time, work out what you're going to do. You don't know now.
No, don't know now.
You just know it's not coaching.
I know it's not. I'd love to coach, not grassroots, but like a club rugby. Yeah. Connected to the game, giving back to the game, social, less pressure, stay connected to it. I would more than happily do that. But to go out of the frying pan into the fire, I don't fancy that.
So you're going to wait and make your mind up about the future, okay? And this forthcoming season with the team, obviously your ambitions must be again to
we've set a target. We've set a target at top C, and we've obviously got a really easy start with Aix-Provence at home and Vannes away. Yeah. But we'll take them one game at a time. Momentum's important. We definitely got on the right side of that last year. But I'm excited. From being here at this point last season to where we are now, we're miles ahead. Yeah. But I'm sure every other team's getting better as well. Each week is close match, a very competitive match.
Yeah, high scoring close matches.
Yeah, they are. So on va voir, we will see. But for me, just excited, rip in, give it my all. Sure, all the boys will as well, and we've got a good team, so we'll be there or thereabouts.
So regarding the team, which players do you think we should be looking out for on the pitch?
Forgive me for not saying their surnames, but we've got Remy, who can play fullback and 10, very talented player, injury last season. Remy Pros.
Was he fit at the end of the season?
No. We've got Jules Dubec. Again, he's more of a fullback, very, very fast, very talented. Arthur Proulet came from La Rochelle. I'm pretty sure he'll be back in the top 14 next season.
He's centre, right?
Centre, yeah.
He's powerful.
Yeah, he had a hell of a season.
He came from La Rochelle, and it makes you wonder why. How old is he now?
They'd still be young, early 20s, but just not given a chance. Yeah. And that's why it works well. Like, players who aren't given a chance, there must be it must be the case for 80% of academy players in England. Hold a bag for a year, no opportunity, and then what happens?
England has issues. 18 years old, you either get a contract with the pros, or you've got to go and find rugby somewhere else, a low level. And if you get into the pros, you've got to start playing for the first team to get any real rugby and competitive rugby.
Exactly.
You might get farmed out to a second division team, but you turn up for one training session, play the weekend. It's not real. And it's a strange situation.
Yeah, it's a problem. But look, for Arthur, obviously talented player, picked up La Rochelle, didn't get the opportunity. I don't know why. Comes to Angouleme, shows everybody what he's about, and he'll be. I've got no doubt he'll be back in the top 14 next season.
He's a very good player. Who else? Obviously Ben Botica.
Ben Botica, sharp. Coco. He's not called Coco. But he's another number 10. He's been at Grenoble. He's a good player. We've got an old scrum half called Manu. We've got
Manu Sorbus.
Yeah, God knows.
I coached him when he was a young scrum half.
He's one of those guys who keeps us grounded. Gives us the balance that we need. Got some good wingers. Owen Barrett, Irish, Nathan, Matisse as well. So we all share it. I wouldn't.
George Tisley still going?
Yeah, it's George Tisley. I haven't got him yet. Mao as well, who did his ACL, and obviously being part of Fijian, he's come back in 4 months and wraps his leg in coconut leaves, and he's looking incredible shape. So it's a huge asset to have him back. Matisse as well. In the centre, we got loads of good backs, but
you've named just backs at the moment. There must be a forward who catches your eye.
Oh God, it's difficult. Mamu.
The big second row.
No, the big hooker, who's come from.
Really good ball carrier.
Yes, he's come. I think he might have come from Top Cattle.
He's a Racing.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
He was Racing before. He's a great ball carrier, scrum cap.
Yeah, good. And we've obviously signed Richie Arnold. We did struggle with our line out last year.
He's a big signing.
He could help us out a lot. We've got Max. Again, surname I'm not going to try and say, but he's a big. He can play tight head lock or number 8.
Yeah, giant for GM with Arnold would be good.
Yep. Clem Santaberry, another young guy, played under 20s, French team. Another guy, complete potential to make the top 14. But like I said about the rotation Alex does, which I didn't think could work, but I wouldn't know what our first 15 is. We've got 30 very, very good players, and it's bizarre how much the rotation was, in my opinion, and it worked so well. All the boys are together. We don't know who's playing.
Yeah, rotation is great for team spirit because you've got a squad of 30, 35 people, and if everyone's getting game time, they feel part of it.
Yeah.
In England, sometimes they'll keep the same team on the pitch all season.
I think we did it.
5 guys who just never get any game time and end up sapping
exactly.
everyone.
We certainly did it more than any team in this league, but it brought us together. Boys felt fresh. I think it was competitive. You knew when you played, you had to play well. So it's a very, 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 very competitive squad.